Welcome back to the 104R video series. In the last video, we filled out the basic admin information in blocks 1 through 6 for Cadet Snuffy. In this video, we're going to complete block 7. Now, if you viewed video 2 in this series, you might remember that there are 3 types of curriculum that must be completed by cadets in order to graduate and commission as a second lieutenant. To recap, those 3 are the Veritas curriculum, your major or concentration curriculum, and your ROTC curriculum. Some schools and ROTC programs have tools that will assist you in the creation of your 104R. In this video, I'm going to fill out the 104R as though I don't have any of those tools available. Block 7 is broken down into terms. Traditionally, we place 2 terms in each row. The reason we do this is so that you don't have to re-Tetris your whole form if you decide to take courses in the summer or winter term. In other words, it is much more difficult to insert a term after the fact than to leave yourself space to work. So here's what that would look like. Fall 2022, spring 2023, fall, spring, etc., etc. Now we're ready to start listing classes. The ROTC curriculum is the most straightforward, so we'll put those in first. Now you can see that I've put in all of the military science courses. I've slotted them in at the bottom here, but it doesn't really matter where you put them as long as they're in there. Also notice the U.S. Military History course. You can take this course anytime you're eligible for it. Most cadets take it during their junior or senior year. I recommend taking it your junior year so that it's out of the way before you go to camp. Side note, your 104R will be easier to read if you keep things organized. As I said, it doesn't matter where you put courses as long as they're under the correct term. However, your form will make more sense to reviewers if you follow a pattern. Next, we'll add in the Veritas curriculum. Your school may have a 104R available that already has Veritas requirements pre-entered. Again, for the purposes of this video, I started with a blank 104R because it wasn't available to me. Here is the Veritas curriculum for my school. In this case, it was easier for me to find it on the website that also has my major curriculum. My school also has a sample 4-year breakdown at the bottom. Again, I'm not going to use that for this video. Okay, so here are all of the Veritas requirements entered by term. A lot of Veritas requirements are choose your own adventure style. They give you a list of classes that fulfill the requirement. As long as you pick one from that list, it'll take care of it. Some classes have to be taken as is. Freshman Symposium is such a class. It is the only class that will meet that requirement. I don't get to choose a different class. Whereas you can see here, I'm taking Latin 101 and Latin 102, which takes care of the world languages requirement my school has. In other words, these classes fulfill the world languages Veritas requirement. This can quickly become overwhelming if you think you have to know every single class you have to take over the next 4 years. Let me emphatically state that is not the case. Before I explain, however, let's punch in the courses that relate to my major curriculum. Alright, all I've done here is typed in the courses I need for my type of degree, just like I did with the Veritas curriculum. As you can see, the first 2 terms have mostly solidified. I know what I should be taking for the majority of my freshman and sophomore years. Flipping over to the second page, however, the terms start to get a little murkier. You can see that I know, or at least think I know, I want to take a couple of these courses. Most of the other areas, however, I've put down TBD, followed by some generic vernacular, and then marked them with an M or a V, so I know if they are a major or Veritas requirement. I'm not sure what classes I want to take to fulfill those requirements yet, so instead of stressing about it, I've put in a placeholder to indicate that is a course I will eventually take. When I need to update my 104R in future semesters, this will help me remember what courses and what types of courses I still need to take to graduate. Let me reiterate. You must list placeholder courses to fill in the gaps. You can't just punch in the classes you know you're going to take and leave the rest blank, because these numbers here at the bottom of the terms are going to come back to haunt us in the next video when we do our deep dive on Block 5. See you there. Good luck.